Hey, how you doing, folks? Another episode of Voices from the Stables, presented to you by Buck Swoop Sports Podcast. Chris Harris here. Um, been a was a tough way to end the season, but definitely proud of how far this team's come. If you haven't heard by now, Clinton did fall in the two-way state championship game against Reesville, a really good Reesville team, 28-18. So we'll talk about it here. This will be my season finale episode. Not gonna be too long. Sorry for the delay. Just had a couple things going on, but we're here to talk about it. Uh, kind of tough, man. I haven't really had to do one of these after a loss before, so I mean, like I said, it's just a tough way to end the season, man. And definitely nothing to be ashamed of. Those boys, they had a great season, came a long way. It's tough. It's hard to win the state championship, man. Just gotta have everything go right for you, and a little bit of luck. And fortunately for us, Reedsville, that was the perfect storm, man. Just a really really good football team. Definitely nothing to be ashamed about losing that one. Before I really get into it, something special today, man. I got some fan mail. The person they wanted to remain anonymous. Obviously, I know who they are, and I've already thanked them, but they want to remain anonymous. So, y'all check this out. What they send me here. Let's see if I can set it up. So, I've got the camera around. Got the this nice state championship shirt with Reesville and Clinton. It's got all the players' names here on the back. So that's pretty cool. So I appreciate that. We also didn't have a chance to get one of these game, but got one of the championship towels. Appreciate that. They already knew who they are. So they want to remain anonymous. So I really appreciate it, man. I really appreciate all the support that podcast has received this year. The page, YouTube channel, everything. Appreciate all the support, man. Really looking forward to doing it again for y'all next season. And of course, during the off season, I'll still, try to come out with little videos here and there whenever I get some news or anything involving the team. One big thing tomorrow, it'll be Wednesday afternoon. Josiah McLaurin and Amaris Williams will be signing their letters of intent for their respective colleges. So that's definitely something to check out. I have a little bit on that. Over the weekend, we had Coach Corey Johnson, Alex Evans, and Jameek Sampson participate in the East West All Star game, which the East ended up winning 35-7. Good to see. Got had a couple pictures posted on the page. Good to see them. Wear rock that dark horse helmet just one more time. Two guys definitely going to be two really important seniors definitely going to be missed. Talk about the game a little bit. Clan came into that game really like I said, man, I talked about Reesville and all the weapons they had offensively, and like I said, they were a solid defensive ball club as well. But yeah, definitely came to that game, man, knowing it was going to be an uphill challenge, trying to stop that powerful offense and all their weapons. Reesville got the ball first, drove downfield, scored. I mean, like I said, just so many. Even if your defense is perfect, they just got so many guys to account for it. One of their super sophomores, Dante Neal, scored that first touchdown. Clinton comes back down, running that. We ran a real power running game, kind of like we did against Northeastern, and just had a good drive, man. And this was really, to me, one of the stories of the ball game. Had a really good drive. Got down into inside the 10-yard line. Had a penalty, and it kind of just threw everything off. Ended up having to settle for 3 points, and um, just going off, how you can't match Reesville touchdown to field goal. That's just not gonna. That's not a winning recipe, and it was just unfortunately had that penalty at the wrong time. And like I said, that was one of the stories of the game for me. Uh, those goes into halftime. It's a 14-3 game. We come out in the second half, get a really much needed touchdown drive, big time drive, needed that. Fortunately, just couldn't really get a handle on that Reesville offense. They ended up scoring, going back up 21-10. I think we ended up having to punt our next drive. And Reesville had another quick touchdown. And after that, it was just kind of like, we really couldn't make up enough ground quick enough. Kids never quit, though, man. Like I said, ended up losing that game 28-18. One thing that I really wasn't agreeing with seeing, I kept on seeing, especially on, NC Press, but it's kind of expected for that website now. Everybody kept on saying, "Oh, the game was the game was worse than what the final score was." No, the final score was the final score. Clem lost 28-18. Period. If it was supposed to be 40-18 or 56-18, then it would have been that. It was 28-18. There were missed calls on both sides. So I just didn't really agree with, kept on saying that. But like I said, it was pretty much expected. One negative thing that I really didn't like, and I addressed it on the page, man. The amount of Clinton fans, that left the game early. Come on, man. Those kids and coaches worked their butts off all season long. An extra 10, 15 minutes, it wasn't going to kill you. Unless it was something medical or, work related, like, okay, I got to get back, to work that evening or something like that. Understandable, but, just leaving the game like that early, it was no excuse for that, man. I just felt it was really disrespectful and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Another thing, man, all the negative comments about the coaching. It's easy to have all the answers after the fact. Everybody's an expert after the game. You see it all the time. Like I said, man, the whole fair weather fan mess and like I said, I feel like some people were just, I don't know, just looking for a reason to spout negativity after the game. I understand everybody's upset. Everybody, wanted to win. Obviously, I hate losing, but to attack the coach, that's just idiotic, man. Corey Johnson and his staff have done a tremendous job since coming to Clinton. Just looking at the records, looking at what they've done for the kids. It's no need for all that stuff, and it's the same individuals all the time. Like I said, I hate to attack the hometown like that, but it's Clinton, that small town mentality, toxic, behavior. I don't know, jealousy or whatever, but just it was none of that stuff was uncalled for. This is the stuff I expect from the critics. I expect people from Duke County and there other places that really don't like us to come out there. But it's a shame seeing your own people, especially seeing your own people, come down on the coach like that, and it's just uncalled for. You look out here at some of these high schools, they would kill to have a coaching staff as committed as we got. And that's one of those things you don't want to take for granted, because I've seen programs go downhill from just a bad coaching decision. Hire where you just got a guy that's just there treating it like a job. From what I've seen with Corey Johnson, man, those kids will run through a brick wall for that man. And it's not just about the X's and O's. It's not just about football with him. He actually cares about the kids. You can tell that if you ever had a conversation with the man, that's one thing I took away from my conversation with him. He genuinely cares about the kids. It ain't about the wins. It ain't about the losses. He just wants those young men to be successful, not just on the football field, but in life. And you ain't gonna find too many guys, that's like that. So like take it, I mean, just easy on the coach slander, man. I really didn't, wasn't really feeling that, but get away from the negativity for a little while. But I just felt like that was something that needed to be addressed. But yeah, but like I said, unfortunately, I said the season didn't end the way we wanted to. But like I said, proud of the team, proud of the kids, those seniors, man. I understand. I've been where you've been at. It's tough losing that last ball game, especially your last game wearing that uniform. But like I said, I mean, the impacts you guys have made over the past 4 years, I mean, it goes deeper than what's on that final scoreboard, man. So, like I said, appreciate everything you guys have done. I really enjoyed watching you guys play. Look forward to following you guys' careers, the ones that's going to be playing at the next level. And that's going to be a really exciting time coming up, man. Over the next couple of weeks, we'll see a lot of these seniors signing letters of intent and getting offers. So that's something I'm really looking forward to. But, but yeah, sorry about that. But so kind of want to harp on a little bit to start talking about next season. Um, for the underclassmen, man, it's already underway. So take a couple, you take a couple days, a week or two to kind of, get over the, relax a little bit, rest. If you're playing basketball, you go handling basketball now. But for anybody else, man, time is now. Start to get into the weight room. Start, always good to rewatch film. Just the mental and the physical aspects. It's preparing the preparation for next season starts now. And with us having over 20 seniors, to replace, I mean, a lot of young guys are going to a lot of people are going to step up next season. And it's going to be interesting to see how it goes, man. I got a couple guys that I've been watching throughout the season from, JV or, whenever they got in during the games, during the varsity games. I mean, it's going to be. I believe it'll be unfair expectations to go ahead and try to compare them to this last year this team this year's team. But I feel like I'm not saying a rebuilding year. I feel like this team is going to return enough that they're going to be extremely competitive, especially in conference. And hopefully, like I said, I think we're going to be young, having some young guys step up, and by the time the playoffs come, hopefully, you're above, you're peaking at the right time, and you're ahead of schedule as far as the kids' growth and maturity. So, just a couple guys I'm just on top of my head kind of thinking about. And if you're a parent or anything like that, do not quote me on this. Like, just because I think your kid's gonna be big next year or start next year, don't quote me on this. I'm not a member of the staff. I'm just a fan like you. I'm just I'm just going off the top of my head. I got in trouble like this a couple of years ago. This is just me talking here. Okay, so don't take what I say to the bank, man. But looking at some of the guys returning next year, of course, it's going to start with the quarterback position. It's a real big that we return a couple really good key skill guys. One, like I said, quarterback Darren Blackwell. He'll be returning for his senior year. Almost 2,000 yards passing this year. 25, 26 touchdown passes. That's going to be big, man, because you already got the quarterbacks that the leader of the offense. You already got. He's a senior. He's got 3 years in the pro. You got 3 years in the program. You're it's good that you're steady at that position. So that really takes a lot of pressure off the coaching staff, because quarterback, that's your coach on the field right there. So Darren's coming back. That's going to be big. In the backfield, Josiah Robinson, number 4, offensive MVP of the state for us for the state championship game. Had a big game. He'll be returning. I know it seems like he's been here forever, but yeah, he'll be back. 1,000-yard rusher coming back for us. The backfield is basically his next season. So I'm expecting a really, really big things from him. And I mean, he's grown so much from year to year to year. I'm really excited to see his jump, coming into next season. Another guy I'm looking at, number 3, Jakarion Keenan, on both sides of the ball. But, of course, we're talking offense right now. As a wide receiver, he'll be our leading receiver coming back next season. That's going to be big. So something to really look forward to over the offseason, to see him and Nadarian working together, getting that chemistry down pat, and just that's gonna be real big for us right there. Like I said, when you return so many, 3 key skill guys like that, passer, rusher, and a receiver, that's just that's gonna be big for us. Offensive line wise, man, we really took a hit as far as graduation goes. A lot of those guys were seniors. We do return some guys that have experience, so that's going to help out. Number 66, Walter Parsons, he'll be back. Josiah Dwyer, who filled in some at tackle, he'll be back. I can see him, sliding in at a tackle, tight end, H-back, wherever the coaches feel like they will need him to fill in best. But yeah, a big part of, I think, our success next season will be how well we are able to rebuild both sides of the line, because I feel like that's where we took our biggest hit as far as graduation is concerned. Another guy returning, H-back tight end Ty Morsley, he'll be big next year. Like I said, just having those guys come back for experience wise, and we got some kids that I feel like could come in and fill in. One kid in particular, Demarius Pugh, he could help out in the backfield next year. Guy coach is really high on at the beginning of the season. Suffered an injury in the jamboree, kind of sat out a couple of games. They worked him back in, later in the season, but he's a kid I feel like could really make a big jump coming into this offseason, and we're gonna need him to. Couple kids on JV, man. Jonah Boone, I mean, explosive player. Was a freshman this past season, so he's just seeing him. I mean, him in the open field, he's got speed, he's got athleticism. One thing is going to be real big for him is him and a couple other guys just getting in that weight room, working on their bodies. And like I said, you got to get. This is the time now, going into the winter, going to the spring, where you really start. Want to get in the weight room and start getting that work in. Tremaine Ashford, another kid that was on JV, man. Explosive player, explosive in the open field. He can end up being like and by no way am I comparing him to Josiah McLaurin, but he could be like we could use him similar to the way we use Josiah, as far as you can split him out some plays, you can put him in the backfield. I mean, he's got speed, he's got great hands. He could be explosive. Look for him on the track team this spring. Really explosive player, really fast. Just like I said, another kid just really got to get in that weight room, work on your body, build your body up a little bit. I feel like he could be really big for us. Yeah, definitely got to Aaron Cooper, man. Aaron Cooper, I'm always big on him just from who his dad is, man. He's got the genes. He's definitely a great running back. Definitely another kid that we can use on both sides of the ball, stepping up next season. He's going to be big for us. What else I'm thinking about? Flipping over to the defensive side of the ball. It's going to start with, Josiah Dwyer on that defensive line. Like I said, we took a big hit graduation-wise. So he'll be returning as a defensive end. He's going to be a big-time player for us. We really just got to build that defensive line up. A guy that I know me and Coach Hunter have conversations about is a kid named Jaden Ash, who was a freshman this year. Um, you can look at him on film and tell that it's there. You can see it. It's there. He's definitely got a skill set to be a great defensive lineman. Just like I said, another kid that just really get in that weight room, really build your body up. He's got good size already, but I mean, yeah, that's definitely a kid that's going to be someone to watch out for. Um, Jaden Williams, I've said it multiple times. He's coming back. He'll be a junior next year. I feel like he could be or will be the best linebacker in two-way football next year. Was our defensive MVP in the state championship game. I believe they said he had 12 or 13 tackles. He's going to be big for us next year, how we build around him. A kid I saw come to the game a lot of times late in the game, number 34, Nathan Barden. I feel like he can be really good for us next season. He's going to have to be because we're going to have some guys step up. As far as like I said, we really got depleted at on the defensive side of the ball. Uh, uh, Hard hitter. Hey, that's what I'm saying. If you want to, what you're looking for in a linebacker is somebody that can tackle. And I mean, every time he got in the game, he was out there making plays, making good tackles. So he's a kid I got my eye on for next season. In the secondary, like I said, we're going to be counting on Jacarion. He's going to be the leader of that group next year. He returns, could play the corner, could play the safety position. Kid I was looking at from JV, man, Josh Moore. Josh Moore, I feel like might be able to step up and get into that defensive secondary. Kid's got a good size, great ball skills. I watched him JV game against Midway. They basically had I guess you would call it the game-winning interception, but he's a kid that I feel like could be really good. I feel like we could use Tremaine on that side of the ball also. And one kid I forgot to mention, Tyler Patrick. Tyler Patrick, um, not quite sure if he will continue to help out the JVS quarterback. I think the middle school has a pretty solid quarterback coming up this year, so he might be able to be the JV quarterback. But Tyler Patrick's another kid. I mean, like I say, even if we don't have him, of course we got Darian playing quarterback. But even if we, try to use him in other places, running back, wide receiver, whatever, he's another kid that's got a really, really athletic kid. Got good skills. I said, just the kid, man, just get him in the weight room, build him up a little bit. But I mean, we definitely got options next season. And like I said, it's going to be unfair to try to, compare this team to, compare next year to this last season. Because I mean, the amount of talent is, experience that we had this season, that doesn't come around too often. So, like I said, man, just be patient with these kids, be patient with the coaches, and just support them, man. It's like I said, it's going to be an adventure. I don't know how next season's going to turn out. Like I said, I'm just giving my thoughts and my opinions. I feel like I said, it won't be a full out rebuild year, but there's definitely going to be some growing pains. So just like I said, just something to expect and something to bear with. Um, like I said, I trust this coaching staff. They're going to coach these kids up, man. These kids are going to respond, and I feel like it's definitely be another solid season for us next season. So looking forward to that whenever it comes around. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Still looking for someone to join me, be a dedicated co-host. I've reached out to a couple of people, just waiting to hear something back. But yeah, I feel like a two-person dynamic will help the show out a little bit. Like I said, I'm trying to give you guys the best experience, best content that I could bring to y'all. And with my work duties possibly having me travel a little bit further, it's gonna be I'm definitely gonna need the help. So whenever I make a decision, I definitely will let you guys know. And looking forward to continue to grow this podcast out, even more better shows, better content. better coverage. So, I mean, any suggestions? I'm always open to suggestions, man. Just hit me up. I got my inbox is open, or shoot me an email, comment below this video, whatever y'all feel. I'm always, I'm always receptive. I want to get better. I want to give y'all guys better stuff. So definitely let me know. Like I said, I really appreciate all this. Once again, really appreciate all the support the channel has and the podcast has received this season. It was a fun season, man. I had really enjoyed doing this. Uh, Definitely looking forward to next season, man. Definitely and just continue to you know watching this thing grow and bring all the best content possible. But I'm rambling now, so I'm gonna wrap things up. But once again, appreciate you all. If you enjoyed the content, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video, share the video, continue to spread the word about the podcast channel, man. We want to be well over 1,000 followers before next season. So uh, definitely definitely continue to support the page, man. Um, just another reminder: check out Josiah Millar and Morris Williams and doing their signing tomorrow. Also, I'll haven't seen the all conference awards list yet, but once I get a hold of that, I'll be posting that on the page. Any seniors or family members that know of your players' college plans, please share them with me. I'll share them to the page, and I'm just really looking forward to seeing where all these guys are going to end up going. But once again, appreciate y'all's support. Appreciate all the love. And once again, for the last time this season, go Dark Horses.